It's good to see you in London again, Jessica. You should visit more often. I know. Somehow I will try to find the time.
Emma!
Jane, I haven't seen you in ages. This is my cousin from the United States, Jessica Fletcher. Jessica, this is my friend and fellow actress, Jane Drury.
J.B. Fletcher?
Yes, I'm pleased to meet you.
I must say the resemblance between you is very striking.
Yes, we get that a lot. I consider it a compliment. Sit down, Jane, and join us. How have you been?
Well, not very good, to be perfectly honest. I'm so glad to have run into you. I need your help.
What's wrong?
I'd rather not say here. Meet me at the Milton Theatre this evening around 11 o'clock. I'll tell you then.
Something tells me your friend is in some sort of danger. Exactly what I was thinking. Tell me about Jane. How long have you known her? Longer than I'd care to admit. She used to be prominent on the British stage. Her most recent ex-husband, James Winslow, is the manager over at the Milton Theatre.
Good evening, ladies. The theatre's closed for the night.
James, is that you?
Emma McGill! I didn't even recognize you.
Jessica, this is James Winslow, who manages the Milton. And who was recently married to Jane?
Guilty as charged, I'm afraid.
Jane asked us to meet her here. Have you seen her?
No, the place is deserted. I was just locking up to go home myself.
Maybe she left us a note in her dressing room. We're a bit worried about her, actually.
All right, then. Follow me.
Jane! Oh, dear God!
Ladies, my name is, Jessica Fletcher, as I live and breathe.
Hello, Inspector Crimmins. It's good to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You remember my cousin, Emma McGill?
How could I forget? It was a case I'll not soon forget.
Nor shall I.
So you were the ones who found Miss Drury's body?
Yes, Miss Drury had asked us to meet her at the theatre at 11.
Did she say why?
No, but she seemed frightened of something. Or someone.
Well, let's have a look about, shall we? Well, the evidence suggests that Miss Drury took her own life.
I'm not so sure, Inspector. Did you see those marks around her neck? They don't look like rope marks. I think they were made by human hands. What are you saying, Jessica? That someone murdered Jane, and then set up the scene to make her death look like a suicide.
That certainly is a possibility.
What do you suppose it means that Jane received a letter from an influential member of Parliament?
I'm not certain, but I hope we can find out tomorrow from Mr. Watersford himself.
We?
I meant it when I said that I hadn't forgotten the case involving your cousin. You were a tremendous help to me then, as I'm sure you will be now.
Thank you, Inspector. I'm happy to help in any way I can.
It seems you were right about what you saw in Miss Drury's dressing room last evening. The medical examiner has confirmed that she was strangled and then hanged after she was dead.
Oh, dear.
I'm hoping that Mr. Watersford can shed some light on that empty envelope we found. Ah, here he is now.
Good morning, Inspector.
Crimmins, sir. And this is Mrs. Jessica Fletcher.
How may I help you?
I need to ask you a few questions about Jane Drury, an actress well known in the West End. Did you know her?
Just in passing. Why do you ask?
Last night she was found murdered in her dressing room at the Milton Theatre.
She's dead?
Yes, sir. We found an envelope addressed to Miss Drury from you in her dressing room. Did you, in fact, send her a letter?
Yes. I wrote simply to ask her how I might obtain some theatre tickets for a friend.
I see.
If you'll excuse me, I've got a meeting to attend.
Mr. Watersford seemed more deeply affected by the news of Jane's death than one would expect for a casual acquaintance.
Yes, I caught that too.
Emma and I are going back to Covent Garden. Something there frightened Jane, and we need to find out what, or who, it was.